Some places don't ask for your attention. They simply stand in silence, waiting for you to slow down. Northern Norway was one of those places. I began my journey in Ålesund, a beautiful coastal town where the mountains rise gently from the sea. It is one of the most beautiful places in Norway. But the most important thing for me is my family lives there. In Norway, public transportation is one of the best in the world. However, driving yourself and stopping anywhere you want is the most freedom you will have. Every mile revealed a different world. The roads twisted between towering mountains and crystal clear fjords. Small villages rested quietly by the water, where colorful houses reflected perfectly on the calm sea. It felt as if time moved more slowly here. As I continued north, I realized this trip wasn't about reaching a destination. It was about everything I experienced along the way. Every stop became a memory. Every curve in the road opened another breathtaking view. Sometimes I pulled over just to watch the clouds drift across the mountains. Sometimes I stood beside the ocean without saying a single word. Nature didn't need to impress me. It simply existed, and somehow that was enough. Then I arrived in Senja, a place where rugged peaks meet the sea with unbelievable beauty. The mountains seemed to rise directly from the ocean, creating landscapes that looked almost unreal. Standing there, I felt incredibly small. But instead of feeling insignificant, I felt connected. Connected to something much older and much greater than myself. I reached the Lofoten Islands. For years, I had seen photographs of this place. But no photograph could prepare me for what it truly felt like. The sharp mountain peaks, the red fishing cabins along the shoreline, the endless blue water, the changing light that painted the landscape differently every hour. It was one of those rare places where every direction looked like a postcard. Yet what stayed with me wasn't just the scenery. It was the silence, the gentle sound of waves touching the shore, the cool Arctic wind. The quiet roads that invited me to keep driving without knowing where they would lead. Some of my favorite moments happened when nothing special was happening at all. A cup of coffee beside a fjord. Watching the sunset long after evening should have ended. Driving through tunnels that open into another breathtaking valley. Sitting alone, simply watching nature breathe. Those ordinary moments became the most extraordinary memories. We spend so much time rushing toward the next goal that we forget to appreciate where we already are. Out here, surrounded by mountains, oceans, and endless skies, there was nowhere I needed to be. There was only the present moment. When it was finally time to leave, I realized I wasn't taking the mountains home with me. I was taking something much more valuable, a quieter mind, a slower heart, and a reminder that the most meaningful journeys aren't measured by distance. They're measured by how deeply they change us. Perhaps that's the true beauty of Northern Norway. It isn't just a place you visit. It's a place that quietly stays with you, long after the road comes to an end.